quick video update. Just actually testing my leisure circuit out. Believe it or not, I did all the wiring and I've never tested it, apart from knowing that the fridge, which is that wire there, you can see with the blue Lucar on it, if I connect that to the battery and turn the fridge on to battery power, it just blows the fuse here on the battery. So I don't know whether there's a dead short between here and the Westy panel. I've got to check that out. So I've left that disconnected, obviously. So here I've got the orange cable is the feed in, the 240, which I've got on a converter at the minute. You'll see. So I've actually got 240 going into the van. And if I take you inside now, just hang on a minute. Right, inside now you can see that the CTEC's lit up, and it's doing its bulk charge at the minute. It's not showing us fully charged, one because I'd never charged it since the day I bought the battery, and I've been running the van radio off it, so obviously that's took a bit of power out of it. And also the fridge is actually on at the moment, testing the fridge out on 240, but of course it isn't 240, it's 12 volt. It's just converting through the CTEC, if you like. That's the 240 feed, if you like, to the fridge, which originally was connected to the 110 volt socket from America, if you're following me. Basically that's a 12 volt feed. It's always going to be 12 volt, the fridge. It's just whatever the transformer sends up that wire. So that red wire there is going to the panel there, you can see. The white wire is the earth. So yeah, this red wire here is the feed that comes from the leisure battery, and also then returns to the leisure battery. You can see this other red wire here, there's two red wires there. That's pulling power from the leisure into this link, and then also returning to the leisure. That other red wire is the output for the CTEC, so it's charging there. So that's all on, fused up for the fridge, fused up for the radio in the cab, fused up for the auxiliary heater in the cab, and fused up for the cigar lighter, which I've got there. The problem with the cigar lighter is it was literally, it's on and that's your lot. So I'll put that little switch there in line, and you can see now that that's lit up, on, off, so on. The switch isn't brilliant, but it's all I've got in. I'll sort something better than that, but it means I can leave it connected up. So that's all working, all the 12 volt circuits work, and obviously now we're running off the CTEC. We've got 240 in the van. You can see that that plug is in there. That's connected to this little radio. And there we go. That shows that I've got 240. I've checked the other plug socket, that does work. And you can see that the fridge is on. It says refrigerator power on. It's running on city power, which is the CTEC. Refrigerator on. That's the vent for the fridge, which is really warm and also very smelly. It smells like when you burn dust off an old fire, if you remember things like that, an old convector heater. So that's chucking some heat out. The fridge itself has been on for about an hour now, and it's bloody freezing in there, to be honest. You can see there's the dial for it. It's on 5 at the minute. That's my inverter there. Only a little one, but it's just enough to power the laptop and a little radio, which obviously if we're on a site I can run a small amount of 240 off the 12 volt circuit, and I've tested it, it does work. It obviously plugs in there. So that's where we're at the minute. Looks like everything I've put in so far works, apart from the fridge circuit itself off the 12 volt, which isn't a major problem because how often I'm going to actually use the fridge on 12 volt standalone other than to cool it down whilst driving to a site, if you like, via the split charge. It's negligible, so I'm not worried about that at the minute. I'll check that at a later date. It can only literally be a wire the wrong way around or a dead short somewhere, but that's not a problem as long as fuses keep blowing. It shows me there's a problem, but it also shows me that I've nothing to worry about, because if there's no fuse in, it can't do any harm, as daft as that sounds, but you'll get what I mean. The other two wires that are there, which you see are roof times 2, light and pump. That means I've just ran a double wire, as for my own knowledge, up through there behind all the bulkheads. One comes out here, which it isn't fused yet, and there's the earth for it. That's going to have a pump for the water, which obviously I've done away with the onboard tank. I'm just going to do it like a caravan. That's my gas pipe when I get my cylinder sorted. So yeah, it's just going to run like a caravan really, with a pump. And then the other wire is hanging there. That's going to be for an auxiliary, either an auxiliary light or anything really. I haven't decided yet, but that's the other wire that isn't fused up at the minute. I can show you that on video now. This is the light I've converted to LEDs. You can see it's a lot brighter than a fluorescent tube. And yeah, that's it for now. See you later.